Indian style cabbage is so delicious and so incredibly simple to make. I make mine with a head of cabbage, some potato, some peas, and Indian spices. I'm going to showcase how to make it in the Instant Pot. You are not going to be able to get enough of this dish. It is delicious, folks. Okay, here we go. We are looking at the 3-quart pressure cooker, and I'm going to walk you through how I'm going to make this dish step by step. Remember, it's not about the recipe, you'll get that. It's really about technique, and I want you to look at the panel on the pressure cooker. I'm hitting saute. It's already warmed up. Takes a minute or two on more, and it will say hot. All right, it is ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and put my oil in, 2 teaspoons. Again, you'll get the recipe, not to worry. We're going to let that oil warm up. It could have been ghee if you'd want it. If you don't want to use oil, not a worry. Put a little water in here and you can saute your spices that way. And we're going to start with the asafoetida or hing. Many folks are confused. We say it's optional. The reason why we like to use hing in Ayurvedic cooking is because it makes the food you're eating more digestible. If you can get it in, that's great. You don't absolutely have to. And then we'll go ahead with our cumin seed. I like to write in my recipes to push the seed into the oil. The oil pools around the edges of your pot, and you just push it in and let it cook. Because the idea here is we want to pull out all of the essential oils from your spice to really infuse the oil or ghee with it, or water, whatever it is that you're doing and using. And then we're going to go ahead and put our turmeric in there. Turmeric powder goes right in. And we will go ahead and mix that in as well and let that cook. Now, it is important to cook your turmeric. I find a lot of folks tend to just kind of put it in and then that's it, and they don't like the dish very much. Well, that's because turmeric tastes incredibly earthy, and you need to cook it and heat it in an oil to really make it more bioavailable for your body. So the combination of the oil, and that's the fat, right? In this situation, I should say, you need to combine it with a fat. And in this situation, it's going to be the oil that we combine it with. Now we're going to go ahead and add our onion. The onion I use here is a sliced red onion. And you can hear the sizzle. That is the tadka. Remember, that's a word you want to know, you want to remember. And this is all happening on my saute setting with the lid off, because this is enabling us to really cook down our first couple of ingredients that we're going to add. We're not cooking it all the way, but we're just doing a quick tadka on it. My garlic and my ginger are right here. That's going to go in as well. It already smells so good. These are the smells that I grew up with every day in my house, folks. My mom used to cook Indian food. We wanted her to cook other things, but she kept at it. I'm so glad she did now. Because I know I drive my kids nuts with the Indian, but you know. We now have our potato in here, so check it out. It is going to cook in there. Sorry about that. There's a little bit of blip on the video. But we fixed it. No worries. We're laid back like that. So the potato goes in. And then towards the end, I like to put in frozen peas. This is just a small amount, about a 1/4 cup, because it has a level of moisture. It's going to slowly deglaze that pan, or the pot rather, just a bit. And then our spices, a combination of garam masala, red chili, black pepper, coriander powder, or ground coriander. And then, excuse me, all those amazing spices. Woo! 5 cups of cabbage goes right in. Let's mix it. At this point, let's also cancel our saute because we don't need it anymore. We're going to mix this as best we can. And you don't have to be perfect about it, not a worry for all my perfectionists out there. Just get it somewhat mixed up, and then what we want to do is take our water, just that little bit. You need a little bit of water because this is going to be high pressure cooking, folks. And that's it. And then we're going to show you what we do with cooking. To cook our sabzi, we're going to first put our lid on. It's going to make that noise. We want to make sure that the steam release valve is closed so that the steam, when we're cooking, is not releasing. It's going to be at 11 o'clock. When you want to release it, you take it down to 7 o'clock. All right, so we'll keep it right up there. This valve has dropped because there's no steam in here. It's kind of like a balloon. That same idea. When it increases in steam, whoop, it pops up. So that's how you know everything's safe to open the lid. You could even, at this point, we haven't done anything. Just open the lid, and we're gonna shut it, make sure this is closed. And then let's go to our panel. We wanna pressure cook it on less. That's where I find sabzis like this, like kind of drier dishes, do better versus on more, and on low pressure versus high. And we wanna cook it for 3 minutes. So let's hit pressure cook. Oh, look at that. It has muscle memory, folks. So it remembers what I did last time. If you want to change it, you could change it, but I don't want to do that. So let's do it again. Pressure cook, 3 minutes. And that's all there is to it. We're going to go ahead and let it heat up, cook for 3 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you how to release the pressure. That just means it's on and it is warming up. All right, see you soon. The beeping tells me that my cooking is done, and so does the panel that says 0. But look at this. When I look at the top of my pressure cooker, very critical, the float valve is still up. So that means you cannot open the lid because the pressure is still pretty high. So we're going to release the pressure. Remember, don't ever put your hand over this hole because the steam is really hot. So you just grab it from the side and slowly release. Again, that is called quick release. You'll see it referred to as manual release sometimes as well. The idea is you don't want to overcook this dish. If it was a curry or a gravy, it'd be okay. I'd give it another 10 minutes to naturally release, but vegetables, look at that. See how it fell? Vegetables cook really fast. We're gonna go ahead and open this. And this is that aha moment. That's what the groove, the hole is for, folks, the lid. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and leave the lid there and just give this a mix. See all the steam coming out? And see how the vegetables themselves, they release water. So you really didn't need too much to really get it perfect. Look how nice that is. That's going to be dinner tonight. So delicious and so easy to make in your Instant Pot. Here we go. All right, so check out my website, indianasapplepie.com. You're watching this on YouTube, gotta subscribe, folks. And I'll have this recipe up for you. This is shredded cabbage with Indian spices in the Instant Pot. Thanks for watching, folks. #stay spicy.